So tonight I'm editing all of the St. Mary's and Notre Dame news stories which are going to go in the paper tomorrow to make sure that they are accurate, so I'm fact checking, making sure they comply to AP style guidelines and Observer style guidelines, and then once I'm done with that I'm going to be publishing them online and tweeting them out to our Twitter. I think the Observer and newspapers and news sources everywhere serve as an important tool to inform the public about things they should know about in the world.
Right now I'm doing the first shift of back editing, which involves being here from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. and I do the second edits of stories, which we call starring, and I do like the first round of checks for some of the pages that we're putting together for production. When it's a normal 12-page paper, we're usually done around 3:30 a.m. During the late shift, you're here from 11 to whenever the paper's finished. So my latest night this year was 6:30 a.m. But hopefully that won't happen again.
Journalism means a lot to me just because I've been pursuing it since my freshman year of high school, and it is basically part of my identity now. I love it because it really introduces me to a lot of different ways of lives and different walks of lives that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise. So I'm really appreciative to journalism. I owe a lot of who I am to journalism, and that's what ultimately led me to where I am today with The Observer. So I've met a lot of new friends, and it's really just become part of who I am.
Tonight I am editing the scene stories. We have one about a new movie, one about a new album. So I'm editing those articles, I'm putting them in the layout, and just hanging out. And during like my first week of college, I knew that I wanted to write for the newspaper, so I looked up where the offices were and I came down here and there were just like 3 people hanging out on a Sunday, weren't even doing any real work, it just looked like they were hanging out and having a good time. And I said I wanted to write, and they gave me their email. And then I was able to come in the next week, but just being down here for the first time and just seeing people hanging out inspired me and made me want to be in this environment. For Notre Dame, The Observer is like a history of Notre Dame, and it's also a current, up-to-date collection of what's going on that informs the people.
We are doing nightly production. I've had a couple requests for sports pictures, and every day we do photo poll and a floater. Photo poll is where we ask 6 people the question of the day and we take a little head chat, and then floater is just whatever event we can find on campus.
This has always been important to me because ever since I was little, I mean, I was watching the news and reading the paper with my grandpa, so it's been a big part of my life privately, and it's also been important for me to take part in.
We are currently working on Thursday's paper, and I am working on putting together our Irish Insider for Notre Dame's first home game against New Mexico. The paper's coming out Friday.
Right now I'm working on the InDesign page, which is sort of when everything comes together for the physical print of the paper. It's definitely the most cumbersome part of the job, but also the most rewarding because you get to see all the things you've been editing and compiling come together in this one or 2 pages.
Join The Observer if you're interested. We have lots of new positions, so if you're interested, we are more than happy to find a spot that works best for you. And if you're not interested, then thank you for reading our content, and we hope to continue providing you with news and sports and reviews and columns that you can enjoy.